Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
And we have Drew on the line from the Burwell and Broken Bow Livestock. Drew Gaffney is with us. Good morning, Drew. How you doing?
Good, you?
Good. I asked you off the air if you were ready to be a radio personality. You said no problem, and that does not surprise us here on the Breakfast Show. You are part of our show, and sometimes you're the funniest part of the show, to be honest with you, with some of your jokes.
Well, and from what I hear, doesn't take much to be a radio personality. So.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh,
truer words really could never be spoken.
You know, that hurts, but it is true. No doubt about it.
That's why Dave and I are here.
That's why yes. This beats working for a living, Drew. I've got to tell you that.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, how's things going with the barns? What's been happening and what's coming up?
So last week we had 2 big days back again. Broken Bow had a special weigh-up auction. Ran right at 1,200 head of weigh-up cows through the ring. Kind of give a recap on how we got along there. High-yielding cows are 170 to 193. Those feeding type cows are 150 up to 169.75. Poorer, thinner cows 148 to 149. Heiferettes was a 186 to 305, and those bulls was 171 to 275. Called that market kind of fully steady, maybe 2 to 3 lower on those big fat cows. Back on Friday, had a big day. Looked at about right at 3,000 head of feeder calves walked through the ring. Burwell. Once again, we set some barn records and actually bumped some national records on some those bigger cattle, and I'll kind of give you a recap on how we got along there. In the steer division, 480-pound steers at 515. Had some 505-pound steers at 520. Had some 500-pound steers at 552. Had some 723-pound steers at 403.75. Had some 803-pound steers at 385.75. And had some 980-pound steers at 328. In the heifer division, had some 551-pound heifers at 462. Had some 662-pound heifers at 401. Had some 712-pound heifers at 397. Had some 765-pound heifers at 365. And had some 648-pound heifers at 410. So we got along last week. This week, another 2 big days back in Broken Bow and Burwell. In Broken Bow on Thursday, going to have a special calf and feeder sale, looking at about 2,500 head of calves and feeders walking through the ring. They're in Broken Bow on Thursday, along with the weigh-up sale. And then on Friday, got a big special bred cow and bred heifer sale. Got a lot of really nice second, third calvers on that sale. Got a really nice string of those good bred heifers. Got some pretty different calving intervals, kind of fit everybody's needs. Really nice sale there on Friday. Got any questions, give me a call, 308-872-1105.
All right, Drew, thanks a lot. Now, I got to ask you this question. I've been kind of saving it because I know that you've always said, what's that saying you use? A basketball court is best used with a wrestling mat on it or something like that. What's that saying?
That's a great spot for the wrestling match, yep.
Now, are you a little torn now that you're following basketball a little more closely?
Well, you know, it's cheap entertainment, I guess.
Oh, wow.
True. Hey, thanks a lot. You know what? These records that you're setting nationally, very impressive, but boy, what a wonderful spot to be in right here in central Nebraska, setting those records for our producers out there.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting times, and I'll tell you, there's and I don't care where you go or what anybody says, the best cattle in the whole United States and the whole world are right here in central Nebraska. And I think it just goes to show that the hard work and dedication of producers, and we got a lot of good ones out there.
All right, well said, Drew. Have a great week.
All right. Keep shooting those free throws, guys.
Okay. Thanks, Drew.
Thanks.
I never know. Do you? What he's going to say? It's just,
No, that's what makes it fun.
Yeah. But boy, they are having some exciting times with our local barns, Burwell and Broken Bow. So good to have them here, and then having them setting national records for producers. There's a lot of things out there that you read that are troubling right now. But boy, to have it right here, well, Beef is King, and then having it set records here, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty great.
Pretty great. This, ladies and gentlemen, is National Disc Jockey Day, and we want to celebrate the original rock and roll DJ, Alan Freed, who died on this day back in 1965, but was the very first disc jockey when he was 16 years old as an engineering student in San Fernando, California. Named Ray Newby, he played a record during the experimental radio broadcast in, well, he didn't. Well, it says he did. I don't think he did. He didn't play a record during the experimenting radio broadcast in 1909. I think that might be a misprint, but that was the first record played on the air, according to this article. And, of course, another person that made DJs very famous, I think, through television, which was an interesting way to do that.
Well, it's goodbye to the elevator music. Do it. All right, Cincinnati, it is time for this town to get down. You got Johnny, Dr. Johnny Fever, and I am burning up in here. Woo! We all in critical condition, babies. But you can tell me where it hurts, because I got the healing prescription here from the big KRP musical medicine cabinet. Now, I am talking about your 50,000 watt intensive care unit, babies. So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Fever.
Ah, yeah.
The first day he put away the easy listening music, scratched the record, and played some rock. And I'm going to clarify here, I misread. We celebrate the original rock and roll DJ Alan Freed, who they say was the first DJ who died on this day in 1965, period. But the very first disc jockey was 16-year-old engineering student in California named Ray Newby. That makes sense now. He played a record during an experiment radio broadcast in 1909, instantly making him the coolest guy on campus. So that was how that all laid out. I misread that, so I apologize. Let's take a look at the school lunch menus today. We'll start with the Prairie Pioneer Center menu. And today is Tuesday, the 20th January, if you can believe that. They're having barbecued meatballs, cheesy hash browns, mixed veggies, and fruit today. Call them at 872-6121. If you're a regular customer, you don't need to, but if you're bringing along some guests, they'd like to know. And also, you can use that same number at 872-6121 to set up home delivery from the center. And by the way, because of a very nice anonymous donation, the Prairie Pioneer Center menu is now on Bon Appetit. Started yesterday. I think, Brent, you read it yesterday, and it'll be on Sandhills Express Bon Appetit page. So they was very pleased to have that donation to promote the meals they have at the center.
Yep, for sure. As we continue with the school lunch menus, let's go to Ansley next, where they will be serving cavatini and Italian dunkers today at Ansley.
At Cozad today, it's chicken tortilla soup with cornbread and cowboy beans. And the combo craving is the pulled pork, and with that is also cornbread and seasoned fries. And you can have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and also the daily sliced pizza bar is available with cowboy beans as well.
Broken Bow today made fresh macaroni and cheese with breadstick, bean and cheese burrito, fresh baked combo sub, and the grill station combo is a crispy chicken sandwich basket at Broken Bow.
Gothenburg made fresh macaroni and cheese with breadsticks, also bean and cheese burritos available. Their grill station combo features the hot dog basket, made fresh sausage pizza, fresh baked Italian turkey subs, nacho snackables, uncrustable cheese and cracker platter, and make it fresh ham chef salad with the flatbread station.
Loop City School today, Italian dunkers or Rebelunza. The menu today at Loop City.
Sargent today, chicken wraps with lettuce and cheese, green beans, fruit cup, and milk.
Sandhills School in Dunning serving chicken sliders today at Sandhills.
Hamburgers today, fruit, vegetables, and milk at Arcadia.
Chicken on the menu today at Thetford School.
Arnold featuring tacos, fruit, vegetables, and milk. They had tornadoes also for breakfast this morning.
At Litchfield today, their lunch menu, chicken nuggets at Litchfield today.
And Callaway featuring French dip today at Callaway Schools. That's your menus for today. Andre is here from AeroC. Good morning, sir.
Morning, guys. How are you?
We're good. How about you?
Cold out.
Yeah.
A little bite to the air today.
I was thinking, and that doesn't happen very often, so I was very happy this morning. I was thinking,
especially this spring. Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
On the way out to the car this morning, just get it started up. You can kind of tell how cold it is about how fast your motor turns over before it starts. Today was better than yesterday, but
Indeed.
it is more of a January type weather we're having now, and I think the ponds are freezing over. The ground's probably already been hardened now, so
Yeah.
we're kind of normalizing things here a little bit, and we'll talk about that in a moment.
Awesome.
Let's do the game real quick,
Sure.
see if we can give away a prize here today. This is Tumbleweed Day, I believe.
Yes, and so today's prize, if you answer the question correctly, you'll win a tumbleweed meal at the Tumbleweed. So here's your question for today. We've been asking questions about dogs. So here's your question for today. What is the name of the movie where a dog plays basketball? What is the name of the movie where a dog plays basketball? Is it Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey, White Fang, Air Bud, or 101 Dalmatians? Those are your choices. If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
The Get Up and Go breakfast show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow offers delicious food in a family-friendly atmosphere. Don't miss daily lunch specials and the Sunday buffet. Open 6 until 4. Need a quick bite? Express breakfast is 6 to 11 Monday to Friday, and express lunch is 11 to 2. On the go? Pick up a ready-to-go casserole for busy nights. For evening cravings, visit Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill. Open Monday through Saturday from 5 to 10 with specials, appetizers, and snacks. It's all waiting for you on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
We have Emma on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. You go to school today?
Yeah, I'm on the way to school right now.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
Oh, my gosh. 8th grade.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. You already an 8th grader?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Are the classes going good for you?
Yeah, I'm a pretty good student. I got good grades, too.
Oh, that's so good to hear, Emma. Let's see if we can get you something to eat. Here's Brent.
Okay, Emma, what is the name of the movie where a dog plays basketball? Homeward Bound, White Fang, Air Bud, or 101 Dalmatians?
Air Bud?
Of course it's Air Bud. Love Air Bud. And Emma, because you've answered correctly, going to put your name on a certificate that'll get you one of those delicious tumbleweed meals at the Tumbleweed here in Broken Bow. So when you can, come on out and see us, and we'll have your certificate ready for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You
Thank
bet.
you. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye. All right. Love those kids calling in. It's nice to hear that they're liking school, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're smarter nowadays.
I think so. Seems like it anyway. Or maybe we just didn't apply ourselves as much when I'm speaking from my chair here.
Personally, that could be the case, yes.
I'd like to talk today a little bit, kind of like break down a little bit. I think we've talked about this some, but you've provided us some really good information. And we talked about utilizing native and naturalized plants. And this time of year where we have the freeze on, we think, well, there's absolutely nothing going on out there in nature as far as growing anything. But talk about how Mother Nature works and how we are trying to learn how to emulate that a little bit.
You bring up a good point. There's always something going on. You know, when I think about it, when you look out the prairie, you see all these native plants, little blue stem, cytosperma, big blue stem, Indian grass, the whole shebang. Their root system are very active, you know, and when in springtime, when the time comes, warming up, soil temps are warming up, air temps warming up, they just get this natural get up and go kind of feeling, you know. Yeah. And it can be different from year to year, sure.
Yeah. And we've kind of confused our plants a little bit this year with some of the temperatures we've had. You know, what was it, 76 on Christmas Eve, 70s on Christmas Day, well deep into December where we'd be pretty well frozen and things would be pretty steadily cold. And the plants were kind of confused a little bit. I think you noticed that on some lilac bushes and trees and different things. And
yeah, definitely. And it happens to be with like the soil types too. So your lighter soils, like your sandier soils, like we have quite a bit out here, they will warm up faster because there's less moisture in there, less organic matter in there to hold that temp, hold that water. So yeah, you're going to have some confusing species out there that like, oh my, is it time to go? Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
good news is Brent and I in our neighborhood, and I think a lot of neighborhoods noticed looking across, comparing lawns with our neighbors, that we were both kind of green. You know, right before Christmas, you look out and there's a green tent to your yards, which seemed pretty crazy.
Yeah, and it's very species specific. You know, Kentucky bluegrass is very, very winter hardy. Turf type tall fescue is somewhat a little less winter hardy than bluegrass, but yeah, I mean if it's got a little bit of warmth in there, you know, that's just gotta kind of activate that plant, that chlorophyll in that plant, and it'll show up a little green. And they actually they breed a lot of that color into those those plants nowadays. I mean it's all natural selection, no GMO stuff when those turf grasses. But they're actually, it's like you go out to that golf course. You want that golf course to start greening up as quickly as possible when it warms up.
Right.
Obviously, you want to get some play out there. So they're actually breeding, that early spring green up into those plants so they can do that same thing.
Didn't know that. I didn't know that. So it's part of its nature and part of its the product itself. Then.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Okay. So of course, we're not doing much with yards right now. We've hopefully got what we're supposed to have done through the spring, summer, and fall going into the winter months. But talk about what we'll be doing first thing this spring and how Arrow Seed can help with fertilization and pest control and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like you can make a plan now, definitely. Okay. What was I deficient last year? What were some of the things I wanted to prove on my lawn from last year? Whether it's reseeding or better disease control, better insect control. It's all part of that plan that you can start developing now. You can start calling us up, asking questions, say, hey, what can I do to reinforce what I had? Apart from not getting any rainfall.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. But it's just a plan that you can put together now that it's gonna save you grief in the future. Sure.
And Arrow Seed has mostly always been with the granulated sources, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. We do have some sprayable products, sure.
Yeah.
But it's mostly granule.
Yeah. Okay. Well, something to think about. Make a plan for spring and.
Yeah.
The thing we can't plan on is, as you said, the moisture. And right now we've got 700s all this month of January, a few hundreds in December. Just look outside. We used to call them open winters. I'm not sure what we call these anymore. Brown winters? I don't know. We're not getting any coverage. And we mentioned this before. The plants don't mind being covered up with snow.
Absolutely.
Actually, that moisture can enhance it and protect it, right?
Yeah, it's actually it's a weird way to look at it, but actually, say a wheat field out there, you don't want a nice open winter because what happens is that cold will start damaging that growing point on that wheat plant. So a nice blanket, 5, 6, 7 inches of snow over the top of that actually is insulation for that plant. So it's definitely needed, and we are well behind on moisture and definitely depleting that subsoil moisture too, which is critical.
And the seeds having difficulty germinating and getting started when it's so dry. I guess the temperature might not inhibit it as much as just not having the moisture to germinate. Am I close on that?
Yeah, you are. It's a kind of a two-part situation here. I mean, ground temp, we often think, well, it's a nice sunny day, it's warm out, 70 degrees, but it has to do more with ground temperature. Those plants, the physiological state is activated by a certain degree of temperature. Some species like winter rye can germinate at a very low temperature, well in mid 40s, which is hard to believe.
Yeah.
And then there's some native grasses that need 65 to 70 ground temps. Yeah. So it's just all depends on the species. But definitely water is a huge part of that too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We can't artificially water everything.
That's right.
Especially out in the farm community, pastures and so forth. With the open winter, I guess one of the advantages would be, I think the guys that are working dirt out there can still be doing some projects, CPR and so forth, that can be. Normally, you wouldn't be doing that in January, but I think there's probably still some of that going on.
Yeah, definitely CPR.
CPR, I'm sorry. What did I say?
You said CPR.
I never get that right.
CRP, yeah.
Don't worry, I do that all the time too. No, it's one of those winters, where they can get out there and do a lot of dormant seeding. We're getting a tremendous amount of calls.
Oh yeah.
For CRP, and wanting to get that in before springtime. Benefits of doing it now is obviously you're helping a lot of those seeds break dormancy, so when springtime comes, it's ready to pop.
Yeah.
Yep.
And all different. We touched on this a little bit last time, but I think it's worth talking about. You have your wetlands, you have different soil types, different needs for covering that and putting back natural plants. So the seed mix can be a crazy amount of varieties, right?
It was, and I was working on a CRP quote this morning, and I just happened to count the number of wildflowers / forbs. We call them forbs because I don't know who did that, but it was just kind of a cool little name. But anyway, there were 35 species of wildflowers in this particular mix.
Wow.
And I remember when I was doing some, 10 years ago, it was for some Iowa projects. I counted them, were 85 species of wildflowers in a particular mix. 85. Yeah. And it's just a tremendous amount of time, but we make a little bit of money on those because I shouldn't have said that, but we do because you have to, because it's just a tremendous amount of time and goes into those.
And to get it mixed the way it's going to work, right?
Exactly.
It would take some time. Yeah.
We got a lot of landscape architects saying what goes into those mixes, and there's a little pushback sometimes. But
yeah. Well, it goes all the way to those big projects where they're moving dirt, all the way down to somebody in the backyard who wants to have a plot of wildflowers and natural species for their birds and for their gardens and so forth. And so you cover everything for people who want to do that method.
Yeah, sure, we do. We anywhere from wetlands to wheat, and anything in between. Sure.
Now I drove by the store. I think it was last night, and the nights are delayed a little now. Our days are getting a little longer, but you still must have been doing something there because the lights were on in the front. It was after your business hours, and the lights were still on in the front room. And I saw all the fencing equipment and everything on the shelves. It's really changed. You've really got a nice display there.
Yeah, we did a little product realignment. Focusing on a different set of products that we could, hopefully move, given our area.
Yeah.
We've got the water tanks, obviously the fencing, and professional type lawn products and whatnot.
Okay. All right. Now, I started talking and led you down the path here. Was there something you came in here to talk about specifically?
Oh, I had nothing on my mind today. Absolutely. I was just hoping you were going to guide me there, Dave.
Well,
you did a tremendous job.
These are great notes. And other than the CRP mistake, I guess we're...
No, you're good. I don't think anybody caught it.
Oh, well, I imagine some farmers did.
Yeah, well,
But, it's great. And, again, your hours now are 5 days a week during the winter season. You open up at what time?
8 and close at 5.
And give you, if they can't make it in or would rather just give you a call, that's okay, too, if they want to talk about some seed
Absolutely.
needs. Okay.
Yep, we're getting a tremendous amount of calls on this and that for plans for spring.
Yeah, well, that's encouraging.
Yeah, it is.
You're going to be
really
busy.
Is. Yeah, I mean, it almost seems like we're busier now than we're kind of into the season. People I love it when they start thinking ahead and, instead of wait until May or June and let's get going on this type of stuff. But
well, I think we know from your education, and of course the farmers and ranchers out there certainly know that some cover crops this year, the way things are looking, might be almost a necessity to hold things together. That soil is precious, and we want to keep it on the field where it belongs, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Increase that organic matter and whatnot. Increase that soil health. It'll just prolong your money-making abilities in the future.
Yeah. Check out the website, too. Maybe if you're trying to sit down and get your head around what you're going to do, that's a good way to start, right?
Absolutely. You can just type in aeroseed.com and it'll take you to our main site.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andre. Appreciate it.
No problem.
We'll take a quick time out, then we've got news for you.
I love the morning show.
Wake up with us. We sound way better than this. KCNI KBBN Radio.
Recover your health. If you are suffering from an illness, surgery, or injury, Team Physical Therapy can get you back on your feet again with today's most advanced physical therapy treatments. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists evaluate and treat a wide range of physical conditions. Team Physical Therapy is committed to a timely and effective recovery for each of our patients. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Trump is doubling down on threats to take over Greenland and tax EU countries ahead of his arrival at the Davos Economic Forum. CBS's Holly Williams.
Some in Europe call the president's threats against American allies economic blackmail. The Trump administration, though, claims it needs to take over Greenland because of Russian and Chinese threats in the Arctic.
The president's tactics triggering a sell-off in tech stocks. Analyst Michael Farr.
This has the markets roiled and upset. Futures are down and interest rates are up, and the price of gold is it has been making new highs this morning. Over $4,700 an ounce.
NASDAQ futures are off $448. A major winter storm slamming the northern U.S. CBS meteorologist John Elliott.
We've got snowfall rates at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches an hour. That's why you have these active winter storm warnings and snow advisories for the eastern lakes, the western lakes, and into parts of the Midwest.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, in a story released by NCN, a mobile home in Kearney is unlivable after a fire ripped through the back half of the residence on Saturday night. The call came in at 5:50 p.m. for a structure fire at the Countryside Trailer Court near the intersection of Railroad Street and 15th Avenue. The man who lives there tells News Channel Nebraska he was caught between a rock and a hard place. The home does not have suitable insulation, so when the temperatures get as cold as they did the last couple of nights, the only option he has to keep the water pipes from freezing and bursting is to use a propane heater. The man says the heater sparked some of the insulation and the flames ignited quickly. When firefighters from the Kearney Volunteer Fire Department arrived, they located flames in the southwest and south side of the residence. While their quick response was able to keep the building upright, siding, insulation, and windows were all ripped out or destroyed while battling the blaze. They were able to quell the fire within around 1 hour. There were no injuries reported, although the family has lost almost everything within the home, including clothing and hygiene necessities. They were attempting to salvage anything they could from the home on Sunday. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's News Source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
There is a new champion in college football, and it's the undefeated Indiana Hoosiers who took down the Miami Hurricanes 27-21. This is the Hoosiers' first national title ever. Their defense had a blocked punt for a touchdown and an interception late in the game that sealed the win for Indiana. Fernando Mendoza threw for 186 yards, and he had a rushing touchdown. Here is Miami coach Mario Cristobal.
I wish I could have done more. I wish we would have done more because I do think they are a deserving group, but in football, deserve has nothing to do with it. And again, credit to Indiana for putting together a great win. And we're really, really proud of our guys.
In the NFL, the Titans are finalizing a deal to make 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh their next head coach. In the NBA, the Warriors beat the Heat 135-112. Jimmy Butler injured his knee in the third quarter. He will have an MRI on Tuesday.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 48. Southwesterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies again. Tonight, lows dip down to about 15. High temperatures reach up to 45 tomorrow. A mix of clouds and sun Thursday with highs in the mid-30s. Chance of snow Friday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
It is 4 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. Let's go outside with Jack Simpson and find out what it really feels like. Jack, what's it like out there?
Well, it's not in the negatives, but it's still pretty cold even with my coat on. 4 degrees under a mostly clear sky, just a few light and fluffy clouds here and there. No winds this morning, which is a big factor in the warmth. Barometric pressure at 3011, humidity 85%, no rain or snow in the last 24 hours, and 700s of precipitation for the month. A high yesterday of 35 with an overnight low of 3.
All right, Jack, thanks a lot. Did you stay up late last night and see if you could see the northern lights?
I did not. I didn't even know they were out last night.
Well, they were supposed to be, and I think for folks who maybe looked about sunset, it looked pretty promising. I know Joan and I were looking and planning on going out, which we did, but some cloud cover moved in here locally, not able to see it. We didn't use our phones. You know how you can use your phone and it'll show it much, much better. But unfortunately, after dark, at least when we went out, the clouds kind of covered things up. So hopefully some folks out there listening got to see the northern lights last night. All right, thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing. We got excited because about sunset it looked pretty promising, and we went out north of town, and we didn't, like I say, put the phone up and get that enhanced picture. But the cloud cover kind of ruined things. But it was widespread going all the way down south in the country. And Joan even got up and sometime around 2 o'clock this morning and looked out every window in the house and still couldn't see anything. So I don't know. Hopefully you folks got to see some, or you probably got some with your telephone. Those photographs that you can do with your smartphones nowadays can actually see it when your naked eye cannot. So,
yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah, hopefully you got some nice pictures last night. All right, we're going to hear from A1 Auto, and it is Tuesday. What does that mean? Well, it's Temperature Tuesday with Runza, so you're going to find out next what you can get a Runza for.
When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 Auto Repair in Arnold are kind of like mechanical wizards. They're just holding wrenches instead of a magic wand. Get your ride back on the road with exceptional service at A1 Auto Repair in Arnold.
Tom plows Runza's parking lot on Temperature Tuesdays.
Take that, Snowdrift. With great horsepower comes great responsibility.
Every Tuesday in January, the temp at 6 a.m. is the price you pay for an original Runza sandwich when you buy fries and a medium drink.
And every Tuesday, the drive-thru will be drivable.
Thanks, Tom. Not all heroes wear capes.
I'm wearing one.
I know. Runza makes it all better.
Runza's Temperature Tuesday reading is 0. That means your original Runza sandwich is free today when you purchase a fry or medium drink, today only at Runza. Yeah, free.
Oh, they'll be busy.
They will be busy. It's quite a deal. So I'm going to apologize to Brent.
Why is that?
Well, because Brent has to endure sometimes, Dave, when he's worked up about world affairs off the air. But I am just going to say on the air, I am totally, and I don't know if you folks out there are scratching your head, I think 90% of United States citizens can't figure out why we need Greenland. And so I was just expounding to Brent as to my confusion on to what's going on there. So I'm sorry, Brent. You've been so nice to listen to me. There's a word I could use. Complain.
Well, you do the same thing with me when I'm upset about one of my sports teams.
Well,
you sit there and listen to me complain.
All right.
So
I guess that's why we're partners.
There you go.
We'll move along. This is in your wheelhouse.
Oh, good.
National Baseball Hall of Fame class of 2025 will be announced tonight.
Oh, good.
A-Rod, just waiting.
Mm-hmm.
He's hoping and wishing.
I think he'll continue to wait.
Well,
we'll see. I don't know. There's so many names, when you just look at the numbers and don't go beyond that, there are a lot of names out there that still are not in the Hall of Fame for one reason or another.
Exactly.
And he's kind of one of them. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they vote on that.
He's been waiting since 2021, and there's others. Andrew Jones, who's been trying for 9 years now. So there's a couple of examples like what you're talking about there. So, all right, birthdays today. Let's see. Oh, man. Bill Maher is 70 today. They list him here as a talk host, longtime host of Real Time with Bill Maher. Also hosted Politically Incorrect on Comedy Central back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one of those guys that you either like him or you don't. And I would be in the don't category.
Yeah?
I just don't like how he treats some of his guests. We're in a business where we interview people, and we always figure in our case, people are usually, not always if we're doing a public service, which we like to do a lot of, when our guests come in, it's our job to ask them questions and promote what they're doing and be polite. Maybe tease them a little bit and have a little fun. I don't care for talk hosts who are aggressive and rude to their guests. They shouldn't invite them on if they aren't going to treat them respectfully. And so I don't really care for his style, and he kind of goes with the wind. He kind of changes his opinions as to, I don't know, maybe what'll get him ratings, because I think sometimes he goes against things just to rile people up, and then right now he's kind of swinging the other way because he wants to rile people up who have watched him all these years, and it's just not one of my favorites. My wife and I have a pull and tug on that.
Do you?
I don't think she's even watching him anymore. But
oh yeah,
he's 70. I will say this: he doesn't look 70. Guy's in pretty good shape. He's never been married. He works out and he smokes pot. I don't know.
Oh, well, I guess read into that what you want.
Yeah, that's your read there. Buzz Aldrin is 96 today.
Oh wow,
astronaut. Would you consider his greatest accomplishment being one of the first men to walk on the moon, or being the inspiration behind one of Disney's best characters, Buzz Lightyear?
I don't know. Kind of a toss-up there.
He's an American hero, no doubt about that. Paul Stanley is 74 today, co-founder, co-lead vocalist, and guitarist for the classic rock band Kiss. And this one won't be very rocky, but it is a Kiss song for you this morning.
They are here supporting our local area. Power Solutions, located 2 miles east of Broken Bow, Nebraska on Highway 2. 308-872-5522.
New year, new deals at Varney Pharmacy. Save money when you compare and save with their leader brand products. Shop cold products like Mucinex and Robitussin equivalents. Alternatives to save on pain products like Volerin and Aspercream. And digestive products like Miralax, Prilosec, and Align. Don't forget, flu shots are available on Tuesdays. No appointment needed. Varney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow.
Hi, this is Andrew Knost, CEO at Gothenburg Health. We believe quality healthcare does more than heal. It helps communities thrive. We continue to reimagine rural healthcare with a balance of innovation, compassion, and expertise to serve you better. And because we're supporting our friends, family, and neighbors, delivering quality care just means more. Gothenburg Health, well ahead.
8:16 is your time. Blood drive today. Let's see here. A couple of them, actually, at the Arcadia Community Center. That starts in a little bit at 9 o'clock, runs till 2. That's a blood drive at the Arcadia Community Center. And a blood drive at the Cozad Catholic Parish Hall from 11:30 until 5:30 p.m. And also there's that private pesticide training at the Seven Valleys Senior Center in Callaway today from 1 until 2 p.m. Information about that is on Sandhills Express community calendar page. And quickly tomorrow, blood drive at Sumner's Community Building from 10 until 4 p.m. So quite a few opportunities this week for donations to the blood drives in our listening area. All right, let's talk a little bit about Nebraska Land Hearing, something that we talk about often because it is very, very important. And again, we go see the doctor for the annual checkup for our health. We go to the dentist to have our teeth checked, and we do those sorts of things. We get our eyes checked, and we need to go get our ears checked for our hearing level. And even if we don't have a problem with hearing, we think maybe it's a good idea to have a base to work off of. So like with other checkups that are annual, you can go in and have your hearing checked a year from now or 2 years from now and know whether you are losing your hearing. So that's very important. So Roxanne at Nebraska Land Hearing can help you. She's located right here in town on the east side of the square. She is in the Chamber of Commerce building, and she is ready to do that hearing checkup for you, hearing test. And then if you do need hearing aids, don't worry about the cost, because Roxanne will work with you and your budget. And she has hearing aids that don't have to break the bank. She has ones that are high tech, and if you can get them into your budget, you'll be able to run them with your smartphone even. Proudly serving the Broken Bow area from the same trusted location now for over 10 years. That doesn't seem possible, but Roxanne's been helping neighbors hear better without the hassle of long drives or big city prices for over 10 years. Now she has 35 years of experience and multiple Best of the Best awards. So Roxanne, ready to help you out with the hearing aids, the state-of-the-art technology, no batteries needed nowadays, and she can provide those free evaluations, free office calls, extended warranties, and discounts for both new and returning patients. Call her at 308-384-3852 and schedule your appointment today. Hometown care that fits your budget right here in Broken Bow inside the Chamber building. Roxanne at Nebraska Land Hearing.
We encourage you to check out the employment page right now on sandhillsexpress.com. A lot of opportunities being posted right now, and among them, the Broken Bow Public Library is looking for a part-time library aide. The position will work in cooperation with the library director and staff. Previous library and clerical office experience desired, but it's not required. The position does require, though, proficient computer and technology skills, basic knowledge of reading and research techniques. Wage would be dependent on qualifications. Applications and job descriptions are available at the city clerk's office and also available at the Broken Bow Public Library. And you can also access it through cityofbrokenbow.org on the web. Submit your applications and related information to the City of Broken Bow. Attention City Clerk, 314 South 10th Avenue, P.O. Box 504, Broken Bow 68822. You can also send it via email. The email address is jwaterhouse@cityofbrokenbow.org. Broken Bow is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like more information about the position, you can visit with Library Director Megan Swoboda at 308-872-2927.
Dave and Brent.
You two guys.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Drivers and farmers need a DOT physical? Thompson Chiropractic has you covered. At Thompson Chiropractic in Broken Bow, Dr. Riley Thompson provides certified DOT physicals to keep you moving safely and confidently. Some call it a CDL physical or a med card. Whatever you call it, Thompson Chiropractic handles it with professional, hassle-free care. When it's time for your next DOT physical, remember Thompson Chiropractic in Broken Bow, your dependable stop for DOT exams.
A new year means new plans and a fresh start for your savings. At Custer Federal State Bank, we believe hard work deserves a safe place to grow. Whether you're saving for the farm, the family, or the future, our savings accounts are built for folks who value trust, service, and hometown banking. Start the year off right with neighbors who know you by name. Stop by Custer Federal State Bank today or visit us online. Custer Federal State Bank, your hometown bank, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, it's 8:22, and Brent Amperson, our sports guy, is, of course, thinking about what's going on in sports, and it's coming up quick. What do you got going, Brent?
Tonight we'll be in Arcadia for you. Going to do a girls and boys basketball doubleheader as Arcadia Loop City will host South Loop, and we'll have those games for you tonight on KBBN Radio. Girls varsity game at 6, boys game will follow. We'll also do the live video stream, too, so you can tune in and watch the action accompanied by the radio call through Sand Hills Express Facebook and YouTube. And then we'll do the same setup on Thursday when we go to Ansley, and we'll have Ansley Litchfield against South Loop in an area girls and boys basketball doubleheader. Girls varsity tipping at 6, boys follow, and that'll be on radio and video as well on Thursday. Yours truly will be headed to Gothenburg on Thursday. We're going to cover Broken Bow basketball Thursday as well. We'll have those games for you on the radio on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com, as well as the free KCNI Pure Country app. Girls game tipping at 6, boys will follow. That'll be Broken Bow against Gothenburg on KCNI radio on Thursday. And next week, it's conference tournament time. We'll be focusing in on coverage of the Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference boys and girls tournaments, and we'll be following Broken Bow through the Southwest Conference tournament next week. So a lot coming up.
All right, you bet. Going to be very, very busy. Good to have you aboard. We've got music lined up. We've got information lined up, and we're going to bring it your way throughout the show today. And I think our guests are completed. So we're going to have to behave ourselves the next. You know, when we have extra time, we sometimes get in trouble.
Sometimes, but sometimes we have a lot of fun when that occurs too. So I guess we've got to walk the line there.
Yes, it's called, well, hopefully it's called good trouble.
Yeah, there you go.
But we'll see. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Carson Leapart with Breeding Bank. Want to simplify your life in 2026? Sign up for mobile or online banking with Burning Bank to keep track of your accounts anywhere, anytime. At home, the gym, grocery store, day or night. Secure your banking and take control to deposit checks, transfer between accounts, view transactions, check balances, and set up automatic payments with Bill Pay. Ready to simplify your life? Download the app or visit burningbank.com. Burning Bank, member FDIC.
If you have a need for elderly care that includes memory support, Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow is the solution. They believe that an active life is a nurturing experience. Visit QualitySeniorVillages.com to learn more or to contact them about available rooms.
Injured on the field or court? Whether it's a torn ligament, muscle strain, shoulder injury, knee injury, or joint pain, Melham's orthopedic specialists are there to help you recover and return to doing what you love. Melham Medical Center provides treatment plans, surgical, and clinical services. Don't let an injury keep you sidelined this sports season. Contact them today and get back to peak performance. Melham Medical Center hopes you all have a joyous new year. Melham Medical Center, large enough to serve, small enough to care.
Cowboys and Candlelight 2026 Custer County Ag Society Winter Bowl happens Saturday the 24th in Broken Bow. If you haven't grabbed your tickets yet, don't wait. It's going to be a fun night out supporting the Ag Society and everything they do for our area. Raffle tickets are also available for a custom OZ Bar Precision 22-250 rifle or $2,500 in landscaping work. Tickets are $50 with only 200 sold for each drawing. Winners will be drawn the night of the Winter Ball. We will see you in Broken Bow Saturday the 24th.
And we'll update you just a little bit on that because Jake is promoting the event and doing a great job, but we do understand that they have sold all the tickets to the event. You might check with them and see whether there's any changes. Sometimes people will buy tickets and then decide they can't go or something like that and redonate them. But last we knew they were sold out as far as the tables go. But there still may be some tickets left for those raffles that Jake was talking about. And those might be available yet. And do you have information on that?
No, I don't. I was just going to pick. There's a job opening through the Custer County Ag Society. So since you were on this topic, I was just going to get this ready to.
I was trying to
kind of.
I misread there. We've been working together a long time, but I thought maybe you had an update. But this is on the job opening, which
it is.
We'll talk about in a moment. So, yes, they are sold out, but check with them because somebody might not be able to go, and there would be nothing wrong with you stopping by the event and just dropping off a donation. I've done that before, not had tickets to the event, just dropped by and talked with the folks and left a donation that night at the front desk. You can do that, and you'll want to check and see whether there's any of those tickets left. But it's going to be a good time, live music, a dance, and they're going to raise some money. But they are looking for an employee.
They are, yes. The Custer County Ag Society is now hiring and looking for a full-time fairgrounds manager. The position would oversee the daily operation and maintenance of the Custer County Fairgrounds and coordinates events throughout the year, including the county fair. Experience in facility management and equipment operation is preferred. The listing can be found in full on Sandhills Express, the employment page, or visit custercountyfair.org for full job description. Then you can apply by sending a resume, cover letter, and references to Custer County NE Fairgrounds at gmail.com.
Thanks, Brent. We do know that there are some facts out there online, social media and TikTok and all the different things might have some facts. They probably do. They also have some misleading things that pop up on your phone or your computer screen. One of those has been debunked. NASA debunks crazy August 12th gravity conspiracy theory. I can't believe this, but then again, I can these days. You can go ahead and plan that summer vacation now that NASA confirms that the Earth will not lose its gravity like social media says it will. A totally made-up theory called Project Anchor claims we'll lose gravity for 7 seconds on August 12th. And some folks are buying in, and NASA had to issue a statement debunking it. NASA says the insane theory fundamentally misunderstands how gravity works. But there were people planning on being weightless for 7 seconds.
Wow.
On August 12th. That's right. It's got to be true because it's on internet, right?
That's right.
Here's Johnny Blue Skies, Mint Tea. Breakfast Show. Boredom. When do you think you're bored most? Maybe watching a TV show that isn't very good and your mind kind of starts drifting off, and next thing you know, you're kind of out there in the ozone layer somewhere. Maybe you're doing a job that's not very much fun, and you're not paying attention because it's not very exciting to do. Maybe you're stressed and you just stop for a moment and take a big breath. Well, there's a study.
Oh, good. Love those. Love studies.
Well, boredom might actually improve your focus if you do it correctly. So,
oh, really? So there's a specific way to be bored.
It's called raw dogging boredom. And the challenge has been made by psychologists that now think it might help fix your short attention span. If you didn't know, the trend is simple. No phone, no TV, no music, just silence for as long as you can take it. It's like putting yourself in a timeout, but scientists say the only way it will help your social media-fueled addiction is that if you do it a lot and if you're actually being mindful about it. So you put your phone away, you shut off the music and the TV, and you try to find a quiet place, and you just sit there in silence for as long as you can take it. And don't go to sleep.
I was just going to say, if I'm doing all of that, I'm taking a nap.
Well,
I mean, there's no way I'm keeping my eyes open if I'm doing all of that.
Okay, that's one theory. Might be worth trying.
Okay.
There's something to just being in quiet.
Oh, yes, for sure.
You know, I think a lot of times we go outside in nature to refuel and have that quiet time. But in nature, a lot of times you'll have a bird in the background, little things going on that get into your brain that are enjoyable, but it's not like being totally silent. And I'm glad you mentioned that you would fall asleep, maybe take a nap if you put yourself in a room with no sound and just let yourself release. Because if you're going to take a nap, there's a certain time of day that's best for taking a nap.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
And that time of day is what?
2:06 p.m.
Oh, wow. Okay. So do I have your permission at 2:06 p.m. today to take a nap?
That's where I say talk to Jeremy.
Okay.
It's about 2:06 p.m. that makes us drag and feel kind of slow in the afternoon more than any other time of the day, according to a new survey. That's the peak slump time for the average American, when we tend to struggle the most to stay focused and motivated. A quarter of us could really use an energy boost on Mondays the most, and about 1 in 5 say their tanks are emptiest on Friday afternoon. So if you're going to take a nap,
okay,
2:06.
2:06. Wonderful.
And I think the folks down south across the border have understood naps for centuries.
Yeah.
You know, they take naps in the siesta in the afternoon, and then get the Mexican music going at night. I don't know. It doesn't sound bad to me. A nap at 2:06.
Nor to me. Now here's my question for you. How I mean, when I take a nap, man, you're usually talking an hour or so before I kind of come to.
Yeah.
My grandfather could come in for lunch, fall asleep in the chair. We're talking 10 minutes, whatever. I mean, he's out. But it's like for 10 minutes, and he would wake up, and he was just completely refreshed. Can you do that? Can you take like a short little 10, 15-minute nap and then wake up feeling great? Or do you wake up after 10, 15 minutes grumpy because you didn't feel like you got enough sleep?
I guess I'd have to say it varies. A lot of times if folks take a nap in the afternoon because they had a long night the night before, that 10 minutes may help a little bit. Most of the time, I would say I would wake up a bit groggy and would take a little time to kind of clear the webs out. But I think that's a really common thing that happened with this part of the world when there were a lot of farms and there were a lot of people working out every day doing projects on the farm. I know I remember helping a friend put up a Quonset many years ago, and we would go in and eat, and his dad would just automatically sit down and take about a 10-minute snoozer, and then he was like that, good to go. I think that was pretty common. They got up early back maybe even when they were farming with horses even, and long days getting up, doing the chores, milking the cow, and going out and working. And when they took that meal time, a lot of times I think there was a nap after that noon meal, like you're discussing. I find it a little bit hard to get remotivated after a nap. Sometimes you go, this feels so good, I'm going to do 10 more.
Yeah. And then 10, 11 o'clock at night rolls around, and you're like, oh, yeah. I shouldn't have taken that nap earlier today. Now I'm not tired.
Yeah. I guess everybody's a little different, but we have studies. So if you're going to take a nap, 2:06 is the best time of the afternoon, because that's when you're going to start dragging. I kind of disagree with the feeling the most tired on Friday afternoon. I think people get kind of invigorated on Friday afternoon, especially if they're not working the weekend.
Yeah.
But we actually here at KCNI KBBN, when we started having staff meetings, we had them on Tuesday, on Monday. We have them on Tuesday now. And I got frustrated. Honestly, I'll be totally honest about this. I was running the meetings then, and we'd do them Monday at 1 o'clock. And everybody come in and kind of yawn, lean against the table. Couldn't really get a conversation really invigorated much. They'd kind of stare and looking across the table, just kind of glancing at their phones maybe and scribbling on their pads. And I felt like, boy, this is a really big waste of time. Is it because it's a boring meeting, or are they coming off a weekend where they're just not ready for a meeting on Monday? So I don't really care for Monday meetings, because I find people have spent their energy having fun or taking care of things on the weekend in their personal lives. When they get to work on Mondays, a meeting to me doesn't always sound invigorating, and a lot of times the meetings are kind of quiet. So we moved ours to Tuesday, which was an improvement. I think it did make a difference. I always felt like Wednesday would be a good day to have a meeting midweek for us, because we don't usually have a sports event that night, so that you were not. You guys sometimes take off in the afternoons to go do games. So I always thought Wednesday would be good here, but you got to have a meeting earlier in the week if you're going to plan for the rest of the week.
Yeah, true.
So that's one of the reasons I think a lot of places have Monday morning meetings, but I never found them that beneficial, because everybody's about half there. Tuesdays seem to work better. Maybe they should do a study on that.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, that's some studies we have for you here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
Life moves at the speed of light. Don't let pain put you on pause. At Rise Rehab and Performance, we believe everyone deserves to feel their best without pain holding them back. Whether it's recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or just getting back to doing what you love, our expert team is here to help take the first steps toward healing. Personalized care, cutting-edge treatments, and results that speak for themselves. Rise Rehab and Performance, 872-5800. We rehab, you recover, then rise.
Winter sports apparel and a clearance going on right now at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow. Save 40% off winter apparel items. There are hoodies, sweatpants, stocking hats, gloves, and more. If it's winter apparel, it's simple. It's on sale. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. The savings in the clothing will make you feel warm inside. At Geared for Sports during the winter clearance on the west side of the square in Broken Bow.
Geared for Sports will be our first Love Local giveaway tomorrow on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. So we're going to start giving away $25 certificates that can be used to shop. So it's like $25 cash prize, and Geared for Sports will be our first sponsor of that giveaway tomorrow on the Breakfast Show.
Nice. Am I eligible?
No, you're not.
Rats.
You should have known that.
I know. I'm just hoping there's that one day where you slip and say, sure.
Oh, you're the only one that ever asked. As far
I
as
know.
them
I
boys go.
know.
mean,
I'm the only one.
I don't know why you asked, because the answer is no.
Yeah, well.
Joe Bonamassa for you. A song called Drive.
Good. Proud to be with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. We've been inundated with buyers from all over the country finding our website and asking about north central Nebraska farmland. Most buyers would be delighted to lease back the land to the seller or their trusted tenants. If you are thinking about taking advantage of these once-in-a-lifetime market conditions, call me, April Good, for a free market analysis on your property, and check us out at lashleyland.com.
Mark January 29 on your calendar for Ritter Hereford Ranch's annual sale northwest of Callaway, where they will sell 2-year-old and yearling bulls and yearling heifers. Ritters sell reputation cattle known for high carcass traits, calving ease, and super dispositions. We cooperate on delivery, give bull insurance, and volume discounts. Buy into 119 years of selection for economic traits that put profit in your cow herd. Ritter Herefords, January 29, Callaway, Nebraska.
Well, good Tuesday morning, everybody. Mark Stock here with Big Iron Auction Company, and today is the Jeff Browner Estate Farm Machinery Auction. 51 items selling by Kirksville, Missouri. Quality ag and construction equipment will be sold. There's a 2016 Case 750M LGP dozer, 2018 International Day Cab semi-truck tractor, 2023 Massey Ferguson Heston MC 1393 Razor Edge mower conditioner. There is a 20-foot gooseneck livestock trailer, a 2020-year model, Case IH Maxim 125 mechanical front tractor with a loader, a very nice 2014 Case CX80C mini excavator, also a John Deere 569 round baler. There's a Mauer hopper bottom 38-foot steel grain trailer, a very nice restored International Farmall 1066 tractor, and the list goes on and on. These items all selling today. They are located by Kirksville, Missouri, and the first items are scheduled to close at 10 o'clock this morning Central Time. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, January the 21st at 9 o'clock in the morning Central Time, we'll be having our weekly Wednesday auction, and Belltown Farms from DeKalb, Texas, is one of the featured sellers. They have 71 items on the sale, featuring a 2019 year model John Deere S780 four-wheel drive combine, a Case IH Steigert 620 quad track tractor. It's a 2019 year model. There are two 2021 John Deere 8R 340 mechanical front tractors, 2021 year model John Deere 2230 field cultivator, and a John Deere 2680H high-speed disc. There's a 2022 year model John Deere 2633 5-section tandem disc, also selling tomorrow. Please visit BigIron.com for today's auction and the big sale tomorrow. There are also some Komatsu WA 320-8 wheel loaders, 2022 year models, over by Santana, Kansas, selling for the Friona cattle feeders. In Liberal, Kansas, two 2017 GMC Savannah 2500 cargo vans will be sold. Lots of quality equipment selling tomorrow. And then advance notice, Tuesday, February the 3rd, 355 acres of Barton and Rice County, Kansas land will sell in 3 different tracks. Contact Lee Juniman and Molly Oliver for more information. Visit BigIron.com for all the specific details. And then on Thursday of this week, we have the Daybreak Farms Inc. retirement sale. Really nice, well cared for equipment. 40 years of farming. David Bliss had lived his whole life as an American farmer, and now they are retiring, and they are selling all of this equipment. They have a tremendous lineup of ag tractors, planters, trucks, and a complete lineup of shop equipment that will sell. Very big sale. Scroll through that auction that will take place here on Thursday. Now, if you're looking for some farm machinery, some livestock, some real estate, even some collector or classic cars, please visit the Big Iron website. We've got 80 auctions now that are scheduled and another 35 in queue ready to be loaded on our website. Equipment selling all across the Midwest. The majority of these sellers always tell us they hire Big Iron because of our massive reach and large audience, and they don't want to take on any additional risk when they're selling their equipment on their retirement sale. Big Iron eliminates the risk because there's over 850,000 registered bidders on our website. The average piece of machinery travels more than 400 miles to the new owner's location. And we've got reps all across North America. So if you are looking to sell some farm machinery, pick up the phone and call us. If you're looking to sell some farmland or ranch land, we have an excellent lineup of professional real estate agents that can help you. If you're looking to sell some of your livestock, We have got such a big reach of people buying the livestock here all across the Midwest. Pat Cruzy and his team do an outstanding job. Those auctions are every other Tuesday on Big Iron. And of course, anytime you have questions about being a bidder or you want to talk to one of the owners, we always publish the owner's name. That's what separates Big Iron from everybody else. It's called transparency, honesty, and we really appreciate working for sellers, bidders, and buyers. Pick up the phone and call us if you've got items you would like to sell. 1-800-937-3558. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Big Iron, Mark Stock, our guest this morning. Well, Jack, we love you. We do. We enjoy working with you. But sometimes I just want to help you. And so, folks, let's get Doug in here. He could tell the story. No, he's not going to.
Yeah, Doug's like, no, I don't want any piece of this.
He's shaking his head dramatically, no. So Jack sticks his head in the door here, and he said to Brent,
very serious.
Yeah, he was asking
serious.
nicely.
Yeah, he was just asking a question.
Yeah. Brent, I didn't watch the game. How'd the Bears do? Did they win?
Yep. Thanks, Jack. I was the healing process was going really well. It was. I was healing.
Yeah.
I was feeling good, kind of getting over it, and then that.
You tore the wound open.
Just ripped the Band-Aid right off, man. Well, we got beat, Jack. It was in overtime. We had a chance to win. We couldn't.
I'm so glad that Jeremy wasn't in here.
Yeah, right.
I don't think that would have worked very well.
But in Jack's defense, Jack was not. He wasn't picking on me or anything like that.
No.
He honestly, truly did not know who won the game, and was just curious and wondering.
He did, and as I suggested to him, next time, just look it up on internet, and don't ask.
Yeah.
A Bears fan such as
Thanks for bringing it up, though.
Yeah,
it was the whole game now is starting to replay in my mind.
It was a heartbreaker.
It was that.
Oh well, there's other things in the world.
Yeah. Well, my day just stinks all of a sudden again.
When these international events come up over the years, markets tend to react in the short term, but it does not tend to change prices over the long term.
As his EU counterparts gather at the Davos Economic Forum, Mr. Trump isn't letting up.
The president's posts on Truth Social continued last night, including what appear to be text messages from world leaders, like French President Emmanuel Macron, who apparently told Trump point blank, "I do not understand what you are doing on Greenland."
CBS's Holly Williams. Major winter storms slamming the northern U.S., and the bitter cold isn't letting up. CBS meteorologist John Elliott.
Cold temperatures and wind chills impacting millions, and you're going to see those wind chills struggle all day long.
And the Dow is down over 600. CBS News Brief, I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
There is a new champion in college football, and it's the undefeated Indiana Hoosiers who took down the Miami Hurricanes 27-21. This is the Hoosiers' first national title ever. Their defense had a blocked punt for a touchdown and an interception late in the game that sealed the win for Indiana. Fernando Mendoza threw for 186 yards, and he had a rushing touchdown. Here is Miami coach Mario Cristobal.
I wish I could have done more. I wish we would have done more, because I do think they are a deserving group. But in football, deserve has nothing to do with it. And again, credit to Indiana for putting together a great win. And but really, really proud of our guys.
In the NFL, the Titans are finalizing a deal to make 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh their next head coach. In the NBA, the Warriors beat the Heat 135-112. Jimmy Butler injured his knee in the third quarter. He will have an MRI on Tuesday.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 48. Southwesterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies again. Tonight, lows dip down to about 15. High temperatures reach up to 45 tomorrow. A mix of clouds and sun Thursday with highs in the mid-30s. Chance of snow Friday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Whether you're fueling up your ride, yourself, or your cooler, Trotter's Woe and Go is there for you with 24-hour pumps, food, ice cream, beer, ice, and more. With locations in Broken Bow, Myrna, Sargent, and beyond, you're never far away from a Trotter's.
Choosing the right residual herbicide can feel like you need a map. Too many choices, too many claims that never quite hold up. Enough is enough. Zidua brand herbicides from BASF make the choice easy. It sets the standard for longer-lasting weed control, giving up to 2 more weeks of protection than competitors. When you have a Ziduation in your soybean fields, Zidua brand herbicides deliver new solutions to meet your evolving needs. Make the lasting choice and talk to your retailer today. Always read and follow label directions.
It is 10 degrees outside under a sunny sky. Wind's not a factor so far. Barometric pressure falling at 30.08. Humidity at 87%. Yesterday's high, 35. Didn't really ever feel that way, but it was 35. Overnight low of 3 degrees above. And sunset today at 5:40. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:58. 700's precipitation measured so far in this dry January 2026. And again, northern lights were supposed to be out and about for us last night. Hopefully they were where you lived. Some of the photographs that we saw on the media in many parts of the United States were pretty fantastic. So hopefully you were able to catch some of that last night. Well, here's another one for you, a study.
Oh, good.
And it's about all this weight loss thing that's going on.
Oh.
You know, the new medications, the shoot yourself in the stomach, and now they got a pill for it. And, I guess the story will unfold, and we'll remain open-minded and hope it continues to do what it's doing without finding out about side effects later on, like previous medications. But they feel pretty good about this one. So a lot of people are using it to lose some weight. Easier on your legs, easier on your health. And so we hope that it works out. Now, there is a side effect to that in the economy.
Oh.
Yes. You wouldn't think about it, Brent, but the airline industry is affected by this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
A study says weight loss drugs could save airlines $500 million.
Okay.
They're saying that things like Ozempic is even making the planes lose weight. Well, sort of. They do the math and found that the weight loss drugs have slimmed down the average passenger so much that airlines don't need as much fuel to get the plane airborne.
Huh. Oh, okay.
And I suppose after you get up in the sky, it's not as much effect. They figure it'll save Americans' four biggest airlines more than $500 million this year just on jet fuel. In 1987, American Airlines famously saved 40 grand on fuel by removing a single olive from each of its first-class salads.
Oh, wow. Okay. That was kind of going to be my question. I'm like, so are people just turning down the free bag of peanuts and they're able to save on that, or how are they saving money?
Well, not only do they board the plane lighter, they probably don't eat as much while they're on the plane.
Yeah, there you go.
But then on the other hand, if we really want to get down to the nuts and bolts of it, or the peanuts and the pop of it, if they don't eat it, it's still on the plane. It weighs just as much as it did.
Yeah.
Whew. That's mind-boggling, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
How you doing out there? You ever seem to have one of those days where it just seems like everybody's getting on your case from your teacher all the way?
So that I can reset.
Yeah.
And remember, smoking in the boys' room. Who did that?
You want me to Google it?
Well, I can tell you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We're playing CDs right now, so.
Oh, cool.
But I don't have a cover. This doesn't have a cover. So Brownville Station.
Brownville Station. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Three Dog Night.
Yes.
You remember Three Dog Night?
Well, sure, yeah.
Did you like any of their songs?
I have to admit, yes. Yeah, yeah. Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
That one was written by Hoyt Axton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joy to the World.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. And then they did One is the Loneliest Number, didn't they?
Yeah.
Three Dog Night did do that?
Yeah, they did this next one, which may or may not be one of your favorites.
Well, I never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music.
Got something going on out at Freddy's at Sly's, and no exception this weekend. Thunder Karaoke storming into Sylvester's and Broken Bow on Friday night. They'll start about 9 and go till 1 o'clock. So warm up your vocal cords and go out and have a good time. Make sure you bring your friends. And if you're shy, it's always easier to sing with a group.
Sure.
We mean sure. You don't sing with a group.
Well, true. I'd like to, but nobody wants to sing with me.
I'd like to too, but I don't have any friends. So anyway, come on out, have a good time. They got every song you can imagine. If you can ask for it, you're probably going to get it. They got a huge boot of tracks to choose from. They got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs that they can fit your needs with. Whether you want to sing with a group or on your own, do the, B-52s or whatever you want to do, they can help you with that. Thunder Karaoke storming into Sylvester's in Broken Bow this Friday night. Something to do, something besides sitting and watching the tube, looking at your phone. Get out there and do a little singing. And the fun thing is, if you don't want to sing, you can still go out and have a good time and listen to the folks perform.
There you go. Yep. Here is a job opportunity for you, this one through Insurance of the Heartland. Their Ansley office looking for an account manager currently and also looking for a client manager. The account manager would play a critical support role in delivering exceptional service to their clients and assisting the client management team with tasks. The client manager is the cornerstone of their client relationships. You would be managing a portfolio of clients with high-quality service on all policy-related tasks. Now, for the client manager position, they do emphasize that would require an active property and casualty insurance license. Candidates who do not currently hold a license must be willing to obtain one in the first 3 months of employment with company support. For a list of all of the job responsibilities for both positions, you can check out the full posting on sandhillsexpress.com on the employment page. If you would like to apply,